YouTube? I am here with John and his 1969 Dodge Super Bee 440 six-pack.
440 six-pack.
So let's hear a little bit about it, John.
First of all, thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. Yeah, so 1969, technically and a half Super Bee. They built them in half model year. They did six-packs and Roadrunners with the 3 two-barrel setup. There was the introduction to that. So part of the package was fiberglass lift-off hood. Originally should have black steel wheels. Guys were going to take them up, put mags on for racing anyway. The car was kind of known back in the day as the Terror of Grudgenite. That was a purpose-built car, kind of like yesterday's Demon, I guess, if you will. So yeah, I've had this car since I was 15. I bought it in 1980 for $600. A little back history before that, my brother bought the car from a Ford dealership out in Galesburg, Illinois when I was 13. 1977 he bought it, and I went with him to go get it. At first I thought, what the heck did you buy, Ed? I said, because that was back when Smokey and the Bandit came out, and Trans Ams were cool, you know? And so that kind of car grew on me as we were hauling it back home, 4-hour drive home, hauling it back. And my brother bought it for $200. He put $400 into it to get it running, and then needed the money for school. Sold it to a family friend for $600. And a couple years later, Jack Kalensky is his name, the family friend, he'd come back around and said, hey, I'm selling the Super Bee in 1980, and I was 15, soon to be 16, and I said, how much? He said, $600. So I bought it, and I've had it ever since. Car had a 383 in at the time, and that's what had when my brother bought it. The original 440, unfortunately, don't know where it is, but I drove it off and on for probably 5 years. It was my high school car, and then drove to Wyotech out in Laramie, Wyoming. We lived in Illinois at the time. And then kind of got less and less road duty because I, didn't want to put too many miles on it. And wanted to restore it someday, and I started restoring it in about '99. The car was parked for 10 years, and really struggled hard to finish it in 2009 when I wanted to get it back on the road for 40th anniversary of the six-pack cars. And never intended it that it would look this good. I got fortunate with a good body guy, and I've touched every nut and bolt on this thing, putting it back together and building the motor. Anyway, I was fortunate enough to, a year later, I was featured in Mopar Muscle on the cover down in Mopar's at the Strip down in Vegas. The editor liked the car and wanted to do a feature on it, so I was fortunate with that. And having that helped me secure a spot and being in the Muscle Cars at the Mansion show, as in parked at Hugh Hefner's front lawn in October of 2011. And I actually got to meet Jay Leno with my car. I have a picture with him with the car on that same trip. So that was kind of cool. And I like to just get it out and show it more than anything. I didn't intend it to be a showstopper, I guess. It just more than anything, I wanted to drive my first car again, and just kind of enjoyed the ride, I guess you'd say. So, Joe, more than that.
That's good. So you bought it for $600, huh?
Yeah, $600. Yeah.
I think I got $700 in my pocket right here.
Yeah. Can you add 2 zeros to that? Yeah. So.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I don't know what I'd sell it for. I mean, obviously, if it came down to a crisis, you sell it. But right now, it'd take a fair amount to turn over those keys. So, yeah.
So John, what is a six-pack?
So a six-pack was, hence it was 3 Holley 2-barrel carburetors. So 2 times 3 is 6, and so. And mainly it runs off the center carburetor, rated at 350 CFM. So it idle primarily off that. There is idle circuits in the outer carbs. But just driving down the road, light throttle, center carburetor, mash the foot to the floor, and you open up, by vacuum secondaries, open up the outer 2 carburetors at 500 CFM each for a grand total of 1350. So quite the induction system back then. So as other people say, it was kind of the poor man's Hemi in a way. Quarter mile would give a Hemi a run for the money, but out on the open road, the Hemi would leave it. But yeah, they were kind of the next best thing back in the day. So.
Very good. Thank you.
Yep.